few things that I've noticed about very wealthy white men is that they are extremely controlling.
Highly successful white men love black women.
Is trying to take black guys women. I'm not even joking, bro.
There are 5 types of white men that date black women, and I'm going to tell you what they are. And
Today, we are talking about the claims of wealthy white men targeting black women, either for relationships or for fun. We don't know. But let's just go ahead and dive into these clips and we can kind of chat about it then.
One thing that I have noticed about very wealthy white men, and let me just say, like, not all white men are like this, okay? But you do have your handful. A few things that I've noticed about very wealthy white men is that they are extremely controlling. And when they are dealing with black women, not only are they controlling, they are racist as hell. I remember I was seeing this one very, very wealthy man here in Vegas. And he had been pursuing me for about 3 years. And when we first crossed paths, I didn't find him very attractive because I was only seeing pictures of him online. He tried to pursue me online. And so I basically told him that I wasn't interested, and that must have bruised his ego because all of a sudden he found out my real name. He found out where I live. He did a background check on me, all from my number. So you guys.
That is insane. That is insane. You got to be careful. Some of these people that have money and have connections.
Also got to be careful giving your number out because people are so weird. So he did all that and he harassed me for a while, all because I said I wasn't interested in him. Now, 2025, this is where I messed up. I ended up getting a text from a number saying that they were sorry and they wanted to meet me and, put the past behind. And then they sent a picture. And I was like, oh, okay, this is, the crazy one, batshit crazy one, but he's fine. So I ended up meeting him. My first time meeting him was on Valentine's Day. Let me just say, people don't change, okay? People do not change. And his craziness continued. Now, I remember this man would say things to me like, I can make you disappear to the point that nobody would ever even remember you. What? I remember the latch on my door, he would say things like, oh, I can break into this. What? And also, let me note that, girls, these rich-ass white men, they're not stupid. They know when a woman is just with them for their money. They know that shit. He would say things to me like, oh, you thought you scored a good one. He would also say things like, you don't deserve to breathe our air. Who are you talking about? And also he would say a lot of just horrible racist things to me. Just horrible. And the only that abuse went on for a long time, like almost a year.
Were you dating this guy and this abuse happened every so often? I know you're giving examples, but I'm like, did you choose to still continue to see this guy? You saying that this abuse happened for a year, which is did you not want to just dip out and just leave this guy alone? Or did you have some sort of fear that he would just continue to not leave you alone? But you stuck around. So I'm not trying to say anything weird, but was he financially giving you stuff, taking care of the bills or just giving you money? I'm just curious.
So I finally had enough, and I said one thing, and ever since then, that big, bold, bully personality has been. I told him, I bet you have a lot of skeletons in your closet, and I mentioned one word: human trafficking, because when we would argue, he would always send me pictures of him with white women. Either they were naked, they were on his yacht, they were on his jet. And it wasn't just one, it was multiple women. He was sitting at the table like a king at the end of the table, and it's 7 to 12 girls on each side of the table. Yeah. I told that human trafficking. Ain't heard from him since. But I say that to say this. These very wealthy white men, they are not dumb. They know that there's this trend of black women wanting to get with them for their money. They know that, and they will prey on that, and they will use that to their advantage. In the worst way.
There is a slight trend. You hear the content that's being made. Do this if you want to bag a rich white man. That's literally go to your search bar and put that up. And so be careful. Just be careful. As you can tell, she had, she was giving you a story that, this wasn't for the good of an intentions or for a dating process. Like, this dude was crazy. He had the means to be crazy. He had the connections to do bad, evil stuff. But I'm glad that you got out of that situation, and you're here to tell us about it. That's crazy.
There are men that want to be nice to you just because they enjoy your company, they enjoy your freeness, your whimsicalness. But I said this in the chat the other day: highly successful white men love black women. Highly. IRS, not social media successful. IRS successful white men love black women. Just even if it's for conversation, they adore us. Adore us. Not everybody's nice to you because they want to fuck you. Especially highly successful men. They done got so much. Highly successful men have gotten so much. That's not their focus. Men that IRS successful, not social media follower successful. Auntie, God said, let there be light. In the book of Genesis. I want some more pineapple. But isn't pineapple just sugar? My stepdad had diabetes. They told him he couldn't have pineapple.
That's what she's talking about, man. That's what she's talking about. But IRS successful white men love, not because of your body, but because I'm guessing conversation, personality, those sort of things. Because, I mean, at this point, they can probably, I hate to say it, but they can probably pay for a lot of fun times if they wanted to. Good. This is a good comment there.
When it comes to biracial couples, that when I see a black woman with a white man, it's a bad, like, this girl is bad. There's not a black man that would pass on her. But when it's a white girl and a black guy, 80% of the time, that black dude be dusty as hell. Any black woman would pass on him for real. It's like, you safe, sister. We wasn't looking for him anyway. I feel like white men genuinely, when they like black women, they genuinely like black women. They don't care how dark you are. They don't care about your afro, how curly your hair is. They don't care. But when it comes to the white girls, I don't know. I feel like not all of them. It's not all of them. But a lot of them relationships, they be together because they want mixed kids, or the black man is with that girl for convenience and because he knows he can get away with a lot more shit 90% of the time. The white girls are the seasoned. Y'all not in this conversation, but y'all know who I'm talking about.
It's trying to take black guys, women. I'm not even joking, bro. I'm gonna say it again. The old white men out here in Texas are trying to take the black women away from black men.
Now, I spend a lot of time in Houston because I got family out there in Houston, but I don't really see these sort of couples, but maybe this is happening behind the scenes. There's a lot of interracial relationships in Houston. Let's go ahead and put it like that. They got brown, black, and white. They all mingled and all in between in Houston. It's a big city, and they love one another in a lot of ways. But the older white guys, for some reason, when you say this, I'm thinking of an old white guy with a cowboy hat that's looking for him a young black woman that's thick. I don't know why I'm thinking of that, but let's just keep hearing him watch.
Today, I
talk.
witnessed it firsthand. So I'm at Walmart with my fiance and my daughter. We're in the grocery store. We're walking down the aisle. There's two white guys that's coming out the aisle towards us to exit the aisle that we just walked in. This old white dude, when I tell you, he looked at my woman so openly with admiration and lust in his face, I couldn't even believe it. You know how people stare at you sometime and you be like, hey, oh no, not this white dude. He looked at her and he did not take his eyes off her. And I'm like walking behind her because she's pushing a grocery cart with our daughter in it. And I'm looking at him and he's just staring. He didn't give two fucks about me being there. He stared at her so openly. So after about 12 to 15 seconds, I said, really? He didn't even look at me, flinch his eye.
There are 5 types of white men.
That is tough, dude. I thought you was gonna give me a different example of like how they were pulling on, but like him admiring your wife and disregarding you could be alarming, man. Men can do that regardless of color, man. But that is just tough. I can see why you're kind of upset about it, man. Like, nobody wants their wife stared down and then you be in the presence and also get disregarded. That makes you feel like you get what I'm saying? Like you didn't exist in that moment, and that's makes you feel angry and makes you feel like you got to do something about it. But man, glad you held your composure. It didn't seem like nothing happened. I'm gonna look for a part 2 on that one, but let's get into the next clip.
And that date black women, and I'm gonna tell you what they are and the ones you need to stay away from. Spoiler, only one of these types of men are the ones you should date. Starting off, the ones that just want a good time and not a long time with you. And before you comment, well, the majority of single men just want casual relations with most women. There's a difference. The difference is that it's never going to be you. But these men, it's never going to be you. He will have fun as a single man with all types of women. He'll find you very attractive and actually like you. But he knows in the back of his head when it's time to settle down, he's going to go with what his family accepts, what he thinks is palatable, what he thinks is the norm and the default. You could be the best woman he's ever dated or had fun with or whatever the hell. It just can't be you. Which is why I don't encourage black women to have casual relations if you want to get married one day, but that's a whole nother topic. The second type is the man that has already done his duty, which means he's a little older, he's already been married, and he's already had his kids, and he's probably done having kids. He did what he knows he's supposed to do. The family man. Now that he's divorced and he's over it, doesn't care to have more kids, he's gonna go after what he actually is attracted to. You. He'll have fun, he might be generous, you'll have a good time with him, but he would have never picked you when he was in his early 20s and he was looking for a wife and children. Even if he knew at that time that he kind of liked black women. Always the older men, usually successful, but they're still into you because they already did that. These men are just for fun. You'll have a great time with them, but you're looking to settle down, be married, and be a man's first choice. You will strongly find these types of men who are Eastern European, of another religious group, who will love you down. How beautiful, how perfect you are, your dark skin. They'll say they were always into women who look like you their whole lives. But funny, they never picked you when it came to taking a woman seriously back in the day, right? So no, I don't encourage you to take these men seriously. The third type is the man who actually fetishizes you. They do not see you as a black woman as being a woman who is a human being. Yes, there are plenty of men that see all women as other. Yes. But specifically, they see you as object, they objectify, they actualize you. You're a thrill, you're a fun. And even if they will marry a black woman, they will always somehow feel superior to you, that you are less than. And the reason why they even like you is because you feel a trope or a stereotype or a savior complex or whatever the hell. They're generally not good human beings. And they see women, and especially black women, as an object for their fetish. When a man voices that he's attracted to you, try to see what about you he likes. And if it's nothing about you as a person, but just you being a black woman, he falls into this category. The fourth is the low value white man. And low value doesn't mean he's broke, because there's a lot of successful, wealthy white men who are low value. And I mean spiritually low value. They're narcissistic. They are not all there in the head. They have issues. They're emotionally inept. The majority of women would not be into them when they get to know who they are. They're great on paper, but they are not good human beings or good people at all. And the reason why they are attracted to black women is because they realize that black women are a demographic where unfortunately they may not be the most loved by their own demographic or in society. And they're attracted to, I don't want to say victims. They believe that they can get away with more BS with a black woman who may have low self-esteem, who feels like he is the prize. He's tall, he's attractive. He's what society would deem to be the preference when it comes to males and, men. And he picked you. And he believes that you would tolerate his shenanigans because you are a black woman. Those types of men pursue black women because it gives them that complex. And they get away with way more. And the last one, which is the fifth, is the white man that actually likes black women. He genuinely likes black women. He sees a future with black women. He doesn't mind marrying a black woman. He wants to marry a black woman, and he wants to have children with a black woman. There's no fetish. There's no internal strife here. Most of his exes were black women, and they were healthy relationships, and he just likes black women. They exist, and I've dated them. They know in their heads that they're gonna marry a black woman one day because they love black women. And it's not for any weird or odd reason. They just see black women for who they are, and they go, I want you to be the mother of my children, and I can see long-term marriage with a woman like that. That's the type of man that you should marry, regardless of his race. But when it comes to white guys, that's the type of man that you would want to pursue. Has this been your experience, and what do you think?
Wow. She really broke that down. She took the time to really break that down to a lot of different guys. Obviously, coming from someone that dated white men, she can probably speak on it, man. Just you always want to date. You want to date to find out, if you really have this person, you're interested in this person, you love this person, he loves you back, you want to marry that person because, hey, like, come on now, y'all already know marriage is a beautiful thing and you want to get to that point. But there's a lot of people out there that they speak on a lot of complexes. The savior complex is one of them that she mentioned. She also talked about some fetishes. That's also a big thing. Like, hey, look, I don't want to date you, but I also want to, do this fetish that I've been thinking about my entire life, and then they try to accomplish that by dating you. That's a big one too. So you got to differentiate, and unfortunately, you do have to date people to figure out what their true intentions are. That's crazy. But now that reached the end of the video. Do y'all really do? Go to the comments right now. Don't forget to smash the like button, comment, and hype the video. If you have a hype left, you gotta hype the video, and then sub if you haven't. But go to the comments to let me know if you think really this, do rich white men actually like black women? Yes or no? Leave it in the comments. I'll chat with you there, and I'll see you on the next video.